Well, welcome back to the kitchen. Me again, appearing on Adam's channel. Now, if you're getting a bit long in the tooth and went to school in the 70s or in the 60s and on into the 80s, this is made by a firm that you may well remember. It's a Goodsell cassette recorder radio. It also thinks it's a guitar amp and a PA all in one. And just look at all the different connections on the front. Microphone, gram, aux, low out, even an external aerial plug. And all duplicated as 5-pin DIN plugs below, well, except for the aerial. And then you've got down here extension speaker plugs. You can either have it running so that its internal speaker and another one runs, or just the other one. It will be just the other one if you use the 1/4-inch jack below. The square plug, now that's for a long line system, using output transformers in each speaker. Sort of thing you'd have going round a school or college in the corridors and so on. There's an internal speaker off and on switch, and then as you see, big chunky power off and on switch, kettle plug, and then above that is the fuse holder. Now the tape drive reminds us of Mum and Dad's old music centres, doesn't it, really? It's very, very solid. I believe they were custom made for Goodsell. It's got a solenoid assisted thing in there, because whenever you stop it you can hear it go ka-chunk, making it sound rather like an 8-track. And then over here is your FM radio and your function selector here, tape play, gram, aux, radio, and a number of teachers even that I remember who made the mistake of turning this knob here down and then couldn't understand why nothing came out. The reason is that is your input volume, which you have to have turned up some of the way in order to get any gain through the speaker. Recording is non-automatic on here. That would have been done either by that with a microphone or by the input control, and you can monitor it on the gauge here. This also acts as a signal strength meter during radio playback. What you do is press this in, and this is biased off. And there goes your radio. It must be quite an elderly unit, this, because it doesn't go beyond 100 on the scale instead of a 108. And you see what I mean about the input control as well as the master volume control affecting the sound level. Now if I press tuning meter, it swings over, nice strong signal. And then pressing tape play puts it back into tape mode. Unlike most Coombers of the time, at any rate, this arch rival to Coomber at one time presumably has a two-way speaker. There's a 10-inch woofer, and then over here a 3-inch tweeter. And the sound is crystal clear, even though it is a bit bashed up. Notice the PA style carrying handles there. It does sound rather nice. is the music to the Archers on Radio 4. Hear the click as the solenoid fires. Like a lot of those earlier Music Centre style tape decks, you can see inside it has a sort of follower plate that comes up, which you might think would make cleaning the heads a bit of a pain, but no, you can actually push it down and then you press play and you can get at the heads to clean it or even to line it up. I must have worked on quite a few of these when I was at school, because whenever I should have been doing games, which I was absolutely bloody useless at, being partly asthmatic anyway, you know, I used to make as much progress as an asthmatic ant carrying heavy shopping. So I used to be commandeered into repairing these and Goodsell language laboratories and just cassette players and recorders. We did have the odd Coomber. Philips was another one, particularly the language department used them. The French department had several 4308 reel-to-reels. God, I am showing my age now, aren't I? So you could say I was kept busy. But this is definitely a product that was made in England. Goodsell were actually based in Brighton, in Sussex, not far from me. So yeah, it's a shame they've disappeared, because if you tap it into the internet, there is almost nothing there at all about these. And certainly few very old record players get mentioned from the 50s and 60s, but anything like this, you will look in vain, it seems. Oh well, not anymore. Perhaps we've done some small thing to redress that. It didn't work when I had it slung my way by a school caretaker friend, but it is infinitely designed to be repaired and put back to rights. It looks as if it's all hand built internally, except of course the tape drive. So yeah, a nice piece of kit really, and well worth saving from the landfill, because that's what would have happened to it. Oh dear, what a wasteful world we live in. Well, hope you like this funny old thing. No, not me, the machine. And see you soon.